Been together and one not almost done. We're this close.
The Lord is my light and my salvation. Who shall I fear?
Welcome back. Thank you again for stopping by the channel. If you want to see how I achieve this look right here, which is what I classify as my soft glam, easy, get up and get ready type of look, effortless, airbrushed, and especially for the beginner and someone that wants that kind of flawless airbrushed type of look with a nice kind of dewy glow attached to it, it's for you. Just keep on watching. We ready? Let go. Okay, so today what we are going to be doing is just my everyday soft beat, my go-to look that I like, you know, throwing on if I have to go out or if I have work or errands here and there. You are going to be seeing essentially my soft glam is what we're going to be recreating today. Without further ado, let's get into it. Christian baddie girl. Also forgive me, I am still playing with a bit of lighting. I do have a ring light here, so that glare that you're seeing in my eyes, just, you know, that's the reason, essentially. And then I do have the natural lighting going on in the background, some sunset action, so let's hope that it stays with us for the duration of this video. Or typically, I want to say my makeup takes at least about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. On a good day, a day that I have time, I should say, probably closer to an hour. And then sometimes I can really do this in like 25-30 minutes. It all just depends on, you know, if I have to really head out last minute, depending, it can take between those times. One of my faves, forget that it says tester. I work at a company where, you know, we get these to try and to give our testimonials to customers about the products that we like. So this one here, it's the Vino Perfect serum. It is a radiance serum by Caudalie, and really it is like a multi-use serum. You know, it is, I want to say, like a lot of times, I forget the percentage, times more effective than vitamin C. So yeah, I go in and just put a thin layer. Again, this is on clean skin. I did tone, and I use the Ordinary's toner of it's like the milky toner by the Ordinary. Voila. Also, a side note about this product is you can use it as a primer. So it acts as like, okay, it's helping your skin, but then it's also kind of giving it that cushion to then follow up with your foundation and your base. A really nice canvas to work with. Heading in, I always like to do my brows first. I know this is controversial because some people are like, okay, do your base, do everything, and then you do the brows last. I'm the do the brows first type of girl. This one here, it is the Sephora Collection brow pencil. It's a retractable one, waterproof, and it's in the color Granite. I love this one because it's straight to the point. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. I'll probably zoom you guys in or something. But now that it's kind of fluffed out, I like to trace the bottom part first, my view. So I'm gonna just do it this way and then come a little closer so you guys can see. Look at that, look at that. Okay, just let's take a moment for the effortlessness of it all. So I'm gonna do the other brows and I'll be right back. And we're back, and as you can see, this brow for some reason is always a little bit arched higher. I just have more hair in that section. So, you know, they are sisters, not twins, as they say. To arch. We're arching and we're just kind of cleaning up the head laid down. Using here the Morphe, and it's just like the mini version of it. It has like a nice angled brush here. So going in with the concealer, I always put it at the back of my hand here. You want it to be a couple shades lighter, of course. than your skin. I raise my brow a little bit like this, and then we will go in. I don't bring it too close to the edge of the inner brow, but I just start close enough. I'll just come in a little bit closer as well. I start close enough, and then I just clean up the work. Going in actually with a House Labs, if you can see that, but House Labs concealer. Gonna be going in and just kind of stippling in and keeping the color there that we want, blending out our work. How are we looking? How are we looking? I think great. I think awesome. Gonna still keep the concealer going. Going to be using my NARS. It's the classic one. I will be mixing it here with the Giorgio Armani concealer. So these two are just like my go-to, especially for the under eye area and highlighting what I need. Just again, use the back of my hands. I kind of mix in a little bit of what we used to clean up the concealer, and literally a little dab here. This color actually is in caramel. Using the number 8.75 from the Giorgio Armani. Going in with the same brush, just gonna take some up, mix them all together for concealer. Yeah, gonna be just highlighting now on the areas that I want to focus on. This is my concealer placement. Again, just for highlighting purposes, this is where I personally like to place my concealer. Again, just going in with the House Labs buffing and concealer brush. We'll be blending everything out with this brush. So yeah, apologies for the banging, but I like to come in and just explain what I'm doing. You guys get the drift. And then the last place that I blend is just right here. Simply because I like to leave that area. Of course, we crease, we smile, we have expression. You want to leave that area for last and just do a lot of the blending elsewhere. Want to blend the forehead too. Don't go too close up to the eyes just yet. Let's blend out the forehead. Not staying ashy like this. Trust me, it's all gonna come together and make sense. Yeah, and like I mentioned, we're not coming too close up to the lash line, the lower lash line just yet. We're gonna leave that for last, add a little bit more of that caramel from NARS color to really brighten the under eye and highlight, but just blending out everything else. Now this is where I like to go in with my first layer of setting spray. I believe when you layer your setting spray, which by the way, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I find when I layer it, it just prolongs the makeup wear. Like, debate me on it, I don't care. I feel like that's what I've been noticing every time I layer. I don't do it all the time, but it just helps the process. Okay, and I just do a good, nice layer, kind of have this absorb. I'm actually doing really good with the hyperpigmentation. I really believe the Caudalie is helping me out. It's gradual and I'm loving it and I'm seeing it. Now, as I mentioned, I will be going in with the NARS Caramel. Just placing it on the inner corners like we had mentioned. Don't want too much. Where we mess up with concealer is we place too much and it's such a thin and delicate area of the face. The skin there, it's like you don't need too much. This is enough, couple dabs. I have so many beauty blenders, it's ridiculous. But I use each of them, they all serve their own purpose. I'll be going in with this red one here, just to blend out where we have placed the concealer, and I feel like the Beauty Blender, instead of using a brush right here, is it takes away a little bit of the product. You know, it's wet sponge, by the way. It takes away some of the product that we have placed and also buffs out the coverage. It doesn't build it up too bad, and it also helps with decreasing those lines or the creasing that may happen. So I just love using this out, and especially focusing on the inner corner. Trust me, this all makes sense. And of course, still using, because we could just flip it right over, using the same Beauty Blender. I'm going in here with the Laura Mercier. Yeah, this one is the now Ultra Blur, translucent in the color Honey. And I like to, yeah, dip her in to the powder. Use my palm, knock off some of the excess powder, shake a little bit, immediately set the under eyes. This, for me, decreases the amount of possible and potential creasing that might happen under the eye. Like so. And do you see, I know the lighting's a little wonky, but do you see that instant blur? Like unmatched blur. Right, I always like to kind of bring it upwards. It gives you that nice kind of lifted look. There's ways that you can manipulate your makeup to have it do what you want in placing those products where it needs to be. Now going in with the foundation, we have blended out our concealer, we have done the eyebrows. It's giving us like a really good canvas to now work with our foundation. So today I'm using the NARS mixed with the It Cosmetics CC Cream SPF 40. I know that like in my skincare, I did not use any SPF. That is because this already has the SPF in it, a good amount. And then paired with the Macao, which is the light reflecting foundation from NARS. It just gives it this nice, beautiful, still luminous, but then going in with this one here, which is the matte, it kind of balances it off for a more natural skin-like finish. Yeah, I like to shake my foundation. Sometimes foundations are made with like oils or silicones, and it's better to just kind of make sure they're all, I even knock it like this, like if, you know, back in the day, nail polish, I give them a little bit of a tap. Now they're all mixed and they're good. Again, what I like to do, I use even some of this leftover concealer right with the foundation, just because it is a little bit darker. I place my foundation right on top. It doesn't hurt. Mix it all together and it kind of builds that coverage a little bit for me. And then I'm gonna use 1 pump of the It Cosmetics mixed in with the NARS here. Just a pump. Not trying to be cakey here, I'm right. And I like to go in just with my fingers, give it a little swirl, mix it all in. And then again, this is a Morphe brush. So Morphe foundation brush, it's pretty dense, is the reason why I like it. And then just with my fingers, I take off what is on the finger. I'm just gonna be using my mirror here. It's like just a little blush, compact House Labs. And blend out this foundation. I don't think I mentioned what shade I am in this. So this one, it is in the color Rich Honey. Pick up a little more. I don't like putting too much here in the laugh area. I bring it everywhere else it needs to be, and then just leave this area alone, or lightly tap the remaining of whatever is on the brush. I like to blend where we had placed that concealer a little bit, just bluff it up. I do like a bit of a brighter under eye for sure, but then if you can blend it a little bit and not take it too far up where the eye area is, again, where we crease or might crease a little bit throughout the day, the less product, the better. And then I just take the remaining of whatever is left and I do come down towards my neck because I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation dots on the neck. And you just go over everywhere. I kind of do the like that. Make sure it's not getting into the crease. Okay, voila. Now to go ahead and bring back some of that dimension and warmth back into our face, I am going in here with the Lawless. This one is so good. It's like both for me, bronzer, contour in one. I really avoid trying to layer, and we are gonna layer with like a little bit more of a bronzer over this contour. And it's smooth, it's buttery. I'm in the shade No Limits Strength. Yeah, I've had this forever and a little messy around the rim, but it's been used. Going in with the Eco's Tools brush. This brush I've had forever. I think the label has even like worn off. This is my holy grail. It's just dense, very fluffy, and it does the trick enough for me. What I do is I take some, I don't directly mark because I feel like harsh lines start to set a little bit too much. Again, you know, if you can control your product and where you need them to be, the better. I'm just gonna be using my mirror here, the same product that we use. We're gonna try to bend and find the hollows of where our cheek naturally will lie, or you could kind of go ahead and give it a little bit of a touch like this. That's what I like to do to find it, right under the bone right there. You could come down maybe not even 1/4 of an inch and then start placing. You always want to start off just gradual. You don't want to put too much and then it's harder to erase your mistake. A little bit more. I can build now off of this and just place a little bit more of what I need. I keep it where it needs to be. Same thing for the other side now. All right, so we have what we need going. I'm gonna go ahead and place on the chin right here. It kind of gives that little slanted, see how this is kind of going in and this is a little chubbier right here. We're gonna slim down the chinny chin just a little bit. Nothing crazy, we still want to look like ourselves. So I go on the 2 corners here and then it really highlights the mid part of the chin. I also like to kind of define the jaw a little bit. So I take it from where we put the contour here, just the back of that jaw close to the ear, bring it down, and then swipe it across the jaw here. Now to put some a little bit on the forehead, just right here, and bring it upwards to the mid part and across temple. Other side. See how we're warming back up? Yeah. And now just switching out the brush here. And this one is honestly, I don't know the name of this brush, but it's just looks like this. Yeah. That's what we're gonna be working onto the nose contour. So I go from the very top, almost close to the eyebrow right here, and then just trace down my natural contour. Like so, you see? Bring it all the way down. Blend into the brow, but not really touching and wiping away that first part of the brow, just right under it though. Blend out the harsh lines of the side right here. The same thing to the other side. Also like to put at the lower tip right here and bring it across the mid parts of the nostril here. Kind of go like that and just blend out any harshness that we're seeing. I take the remaining product that is left from us concealing everywhere on our face and just kind of clean up that middle part. Again, not too much. See, I turned it and it's a little too much on the tip, but then we're gonna go back in with the Haus Labs concealer brush and just buff everything out. Slightly going on the sides too. Again, we don't want it too harsh. We just want everything, makeup is meant to enhance. We want everything to just kind of melt into each other while still kind of like, of course, we're doing the placements and you'll still see that, but again, just melting everything together to still look natural, except what we use. Now going in again with the Morphe mini brush here, it's just like a contour angled brush. And I'm gonna actually be taking the Sephora collection. It's the Micro Smooth Powder in the darkest color, Sienna. Give it a little swirl like this, knock off the excess. And right where we place this contour, we are going to be creating a little bit more warmth and definition again on the skin. You see how beautifully everything is blending out. And we're gonna go back and brighten up the under eye some more. I do like a nice bright luminous under eye. I'm gonna bring this up again where we placed all of the cream contour. We're going over just to set it with the powder. We like a bronze look. We like a bronze look. So when we're all done with this one here, use the Maybelline Fit Me. I am at pan, clearly, but I love this stuff. This is like now my second. I don't know why I haven't been put on earlier to this, but so good. Using a fluffy brush right here, I go in circular motions. Everywhere we place the foundation, we're gonna go in with this one right here, give it a swirl, and set everywhere where we put the foundation. That's almost everywhere on the face, but we're avoiding those contoured and bronzed areas. I also like to go in with this powder and just chisel out where we have placed the contour. By the way, my shade in this is the 330. I'm gonna carve out and give a nice chiseled high cheekbone look. You see how ultimately like it just lifts everything. Other side. I kind of brought this one a little too low, but that's where this comes in because it does have a little bit of coverage to kind of just clean up your work. It's all about cleaning up your work as you go. I know you don't want to be doing too many cleanups, but that's the beauty of these types of products. It just makes your job much easier and gets everything together. See, so I'm creating the cheekbone. I mean, we got some cheekbones now, and then using the rest of the powder. Again, chin we didn't set just yet, so we're gonna go ahead and set that. Just the mid part. We don't wanna go too close up to where we did the contour. We're just setting all of that. I like to set a little bit where that placement of the under eye is, but again, like I said, we're gonna go in to brighten that up with the same Laura Mercier powder, but this is just to create the definition that we want, and again to set the entire face. Love a lot of powder. This is what you're gonna know about me. I love so much powder. And like we mentioned, going in with the Laura Mercier and then just giving it some more brightening under the eye and kind of along the bridge of the nose, but nothing too crazy. We don't want to place too much product where we had it, just enough. Bring her out. Going at the edge of the nose a little bit here. Ooh, getting a little patchy right here, but that's okay. We take a clean part and just kind of press and blend it all out. That's why it's good to have wet sponge. Like, not wet, but like a damp sponge squeezed out. We do the blowfish again. Blowfish and then just pat the excess powder. I want to go in now with the Fenty. Ooh, she is glowing. This is the You Mist setting spray, Fenty Beauty. And we're gonna just be locking everything in, and then before the blush and the highlight and all of that goes together. One thing that I forgot to do before I do this step, actually, I'm gonna take more of the Fit Me powder right here and set the under eye, brows, and also the eyelid. I set using, again, this is like an Amazon brush right here. Just giving it a nice swirl. And then going in and setting everything. Even blend is what we want. Just an even, nice blend. I mean, the discoloration is a trend. Who needs eyeshadow when you have like a naturally darker eyelid? We'll go on top a little bit and just lock everything in. Let's go ahead, set the brows since we're on the brows right now. So I'm gonna be setting it with the Slick. This is the Urban Decay Brow Gel. And you can kind of mold it, as you can see here. See how it's kind of fluffing out? And then you could take the other side of it, like that, and then just press it all in. It gives it such a natural, beautiful, do you see the difference? Yeah. Y'all, let these kind of set, and then on to the next. Like we said, we can go in with more of this setting spray right here. Okay, and then just, ooh. It's all about layering your setting spray. Fan it out, fan it out, fan it out. All right, since we fanned it out, now that we have this in hand, we are using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Glow Kit. This one is in Sun Dipped. Love this one. So I like to use in this palette these two right here, because you get that shimmer or that gleam, like looking almost like wet skin, but because it's a little too light, I go in with this color right here, which is bronze and shimmer. These ones I hardly use, but sometimes I'll kind of like mix all together. It's what I feel on that day. Now going in with the classic, I forget what this name is. If you know what it is, drop it down below, please. I just forget the name. We're just going to, like, I feel where the placement is in this. Do you see the gleam? Instantaneous, glow from within. This pimple right here, like I had a pimple right here and then one right above it. It's like it's touching each other. How disrespectful, how disrespectful. But we carry on. I don't like to do fully down the nose. I like to just focus it right here. A little sweep across the brow bone. Yeah, you see? Boop, boop, boop. And when you, ooh, glass skin, whoo! Yeah. Next, we are going in with blush, my favorite part. And this is gonna actually add a little bit more warmth into the skin. It is the Haus Labs, of course. It's in the color French Rosette. And taking another mini, give it a little swirl, a little pat, a little dust off. And then right below where we have the shimmer, we're gonna take it up. You know, I even like going a little bit above the shimmer so that you bring the blush in to what we placed for the highlight, because it still shows through. It's just, you know, doesn't cancel it out anything. But you see where the skin is kind of skinning right now? Yeah, you can never go wrong with too much blush, especially powder blush. I'm always gonna be a powder blush. Ugh, say that 10 times fast. I'm always gonna be a powder blush girly because it's just easier to use for me. I feel like with the creams and the liquid blushes, they're just a little bit more, I don't know, tedious. And like the way things and like products dry down on my skin is, it just makes the application patchy. Powders just create it to be a little bit more airbrushed, seamless, flawless. And of course, we're gonna take some right here in the mid nose, nothing too crazy. And then the side of the chin, maybe little dots on the chin. Just, you know, anywhere you need that extra glow and warmth. Put some right here. Hey, it's coming together, and we're almost done. We're this close. I'm getting excited. Like, makeup makes me so happy. It makes me excited, makes me feel lovable, girly. So now we have our blush going. Actually, I do like to layer my blush, so we're going in with another one here. This one is the MAC Cosmetics in Love Thing. It's a mineralized blush, so it's gonna, again, give you that warmth. It's going in back with the same brush and yeah, building on where we put the first. We want to be doing all right. Okay, on to the fave part, the lips, baby. We still have eyes to do, but now we're gonna focus on lips. My go-to for a beautiful lip combo, everyday lip combo, is starting out with the Cork by MAC. Yep, Cork, baby, Cork. Chestnut is our girl, but Cork, sometimes you want a less harsh lip line at times, you know what I mean? And Cork is that girl to give you that warmth, yes, but also to still kind of capture that natural lined lip. I bite in my lip to kind of create the line that I want. I don't overline too much, but I like the little juiciness, right? Poutiness is like pouting. Yeah, that's what we want. A little overline for the pout, kind of rude, yeah. I'm on the last leg of this pencil. So this one is in the Makeup Forever. This one is in Limitless Brown, and I like to just go over what we did, but not carrying it all the way up where we created that pout look. I want to bring it just right under, but still enhance the definition. Oh, it broke. And just melt everything in. That's where we're at. We liking it? We loving it? All right. I like to go in now with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is in the color Pure Hollywood. So for Pure Hollywood, we really want this concentrated again. Everything is placement. So what we're gonna do is just center it. Just blending out a little bit of the lip. Again, not surpassing where the lip line was created. Are we loving it? And this one is actually in the mini. It came in a set of 3. And this one is in the mini Huda Beauty and Sugar Baby. And we are just going to lather this baby on to our work because we love a good glossy, juicy lip. I think Huda was saying, don't carry it too much on the outer, just center everything. And I'm like, yes, I've been doing this. But using the excess or whatever is left to kind of slightly still touch those placed parts, but using most of the product on the inner lip. There we go. Okay. And then what I love to do, like my go-to thing, this is, by the way, Cheekbone Beauty eyeliner, just on the waterline, kind of bring it down into the lash line. But we are gonna go in, I'll come in a little closer. You see how that gives it just like a little, So Like I said, we'll just take the excess, bring it down a little tiny smidgen, little smidgen. And then we'll do the same thing. Right, yeah. One other thing, and this is like as you go, you know what I mean? As you go, you kind of like see what else might be needed, is taking some more of this right here, the bronzer, because it's all about creating uniformity, connecting where we place the bronzing colors. We're placing those bronzing colors to just make everything connect, right? So just taking some on my brush right here, I kind of pinch it again and then give enough room for my lid and kind of smoke it out. Bring it in towards the top of the bridge of the nose and then just bring it downwards a little bit. Not too far out, but just stopping like right here at the tail end of the brows. See that like difference? Go in again and then taking this one. Yeah. See if I could turn this down a bit. There we go. Oh my goodness. Major difference. You're seeing it with the natural lighting now. This is how we're doing. This is the look. What I like to do to kind of just finish everything off, just taking the whatever's left and then just blending everything in, you know, from the highlight. We don't want any harsh lines or anything. And, you know, we don't want the color of the blush doing too much. So we just take whatever's left of the Fit Me color and then go in, and then everything's just kind of flawless. Now going in, we are using the Tartelette tubing mascara right here. So I really love this one because it is so easy to remove at the end of the day. You don't have to be fighting with like your makeup remover, irritating your eyes. Like this I just soak my hands and then I slip it off easily, effortlessly. Love this mascara. And just the mascara in general, all the wand right here, plastic wand, you know, not everyone likes that, but I like that it kind of the tip tapers out a little bit so you can really get into the corners of the little finer lashes on the edge and the inner lash. I don't really do my bottom lashes like that. And I just kind of take my hand and then just wiggle and up, wiggle and up, wiggle up. And then I coat to the top and the bottoms of the upper lash. Wiggle and up, wiggle and up. You see that? Lashes, you see difference? It's like I don't see my lashes over here whatsoever. I don't see my lashes here. Here we go. Still looking like ourselves, still looking, you know, just like an amplified version. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. And I do have pretty curly lashes. I don't have to be using lash curler or anything crazy. Or now people are doing like this heated curler thing. There's no need really. You know, this kind of helps it stay up and lifted. So that does it enough. So again, gonna kind of let these dry a little bit and I'm gonna go in with the second layer.
Let's go.
So really ending it all off, you know, lashes are done, everything is done, face beat. We're going back in with the Charlotte Tilbury and setting everything, setting the work one final time. Fan it out with the fingers, fan it out with the fingers. And so we have it, y'all. So this is literally, like I mentioned, my everyday go-to look. I throw on, you know, when I kind of want to zhuzh it up for myself and get that like nice fresh face. Any outfit that you're doing, it just kind of ties everything together. So yeah, again, this is like my everyday makeup kind of look, soft beat glam. Still on the glam side because we are going in with foundation. This is definitely not in the category of a makeup, no makeup look, by any means, but this is something when you want to kind of amplify and still look natural, but kind of give yourself that extra je ne sais quoi about you. Hope you guys like this little tutorial. Let me know what you think about it. Just leave it all in the comments below. And yeah, this is it. I love it. It's quick. It's like, again, I said it takes about it could take 30 minutes to an hour, just depending how much I'm taking my time with it and everything, but super easy, achievable look, beginner friendly. If you kind of watch a tutorial about like 2-3 times, you might end up getting it. Anywho, let me stop rambling. But yes, again, give it thumbs up, share with your friends, share with the makeup lovers, the community. And yeah, I'm starting this channel like I had mentioned, so any support is greatly, greatly appreciated. And yeah, thank you so much. See you in the next one.